Daniels kicks to Young. To stop the run. 4 on the clock. That's tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And we'll take a chance now to honor the Western Conference Player of the Month, MVP.
Well, you talk about a player displaying complete dominance on the floor. This is it. And it seemed like he could do no wrong as he was a factor in really every facet of the game. A truly
And so it's Atlanta with it. Shot clock at 3. Young. No good. Unable to win this run.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting him with all of these misses.
Here's Daniels, down to 5 on the shot clock, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time, and as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also.
On the court for Atlanta, the backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. Newell out there with Zachary Rizichet, and it's Okongwu in at the center, filling out the middle. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Jazz was all business. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Great stuff, Allie. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And, Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Back to MP. The three, and Curry the bucket on the assist by Alston. MP's got his 8th assist here tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Young. Still no points. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Onyeka Kongwu is out there with Noel. And it's Young in at the point guard position. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Jazz was all business. He dropped an amazing number of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Allie, great info there. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Graham.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, B.A. That's just not fair.
Count that bucket.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Pass to Risache to get back on track.
Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Jazz.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
On the court for Atlanta, Alexander Walker in at shooting guard and Risache at the small forward. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Okongwu, and it's Young in at the point guard position. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Jazz was all business. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Allie, we appreciate the update. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Now here's Porzingis. 11 points for him in that last game against the Celtics in Boston.
MP's playing like he has something to prove. Strong defense from the youngster.
So for the Hawks, Ayton, he's checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Risache. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Ayton. Nice work on the board.
After it on the offensive glass, using his size to his advantage.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Hawks, come on!
Atlanta making a switch here. Krejci's checked in.
Beat Krejci.
41 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Gordon over to help. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
A double-double machine who can also block shots. You won't find many centers with Ayton's size and talent.
Think about the importance, RJ, of awareness and basketball IQ. What about players who don't have that, but are immensely talented?
Well, they still have to grow their...
He ain't gonna make no shot. Come on. Why can't I get music?
And when you're trying to slow down a great scorer, there are those shots you've just got to live with, Stan.
Well, look, B.A., you can't take away everything, particularly from the great players. I think when you're game planning, what you have to decide is just that. What can you live with and what do you want to take away? And you try to just make those great players a little bit less efficient. You're not going to shut them down, but maybe you can make them a little bit less efficient.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Noel out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 3, small forward. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Jazz was all business. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he did.
Atlanta has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Tim, these days, things are changing for modern NBA big men.
Well, there is no doubt when I played, every team had 4 or 5 legitimate post players, and the ball went in to the low post regularly throughout the game. I think now the difference is you have to have...
Whoa! What a play!
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Jazz was all business. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
They've shown some strength in the paint.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Noel out.
Hold up, son. Word.
Yeah. To all the and $100 billers. For real, who ain't got no.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Butler out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's MP.
Dans le laboratoire, on fait pas de
Atlanta's gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. All right, Tim, back in 1996, you led the league in three-point percentage. You shot 52% on 3 attempts per game. Talk about the hot hands.
Well, BA, it shows you how much the game has changed. I had the green light, but it was a different shade of green. I still only took 3 per game. Now you have multiple guys every night that will take 3 in the first quarter.
That green light's now neon green for many.
No doubt.
On the court for the Hawks. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Noel out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Porzingis in at center. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to NP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we'd only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, B.A. That's just not fair.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Utah was all business. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Thanks, Allie. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the three-pointer by Atlanta. Back to MP. Left side, Bogdanovich. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
I like this trend. He's hit 2 triples this period, has 3 for the game.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
Last season, they got swept in a 2-game season series against this opponent. I'm sure they're looking for payback tonight.
Yeah, their pride took a hit. I think this game means just a little bit extra because of that.
All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Now here's Butler. He's got 9. MP, the pass to Curry. Now here's Bogdanovich. And the Warriors with another 3.
His 3rd shot from downtown this quarter, 4 for the game.
And Atlanta with possession here. And Jackson Davis comes to help. Pass to Daniel. Outside Young. The 3 from Rizachet.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
Butler out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's MP. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. So, Richard, you hear the phrase hold time, how long players hold the ball over the course of a game. Walk us through that.
Guys with longer hold times are typically shot creators for their team, or they are post-up players. If you have a shorter hold time, that means you are catch and shoot, catch and decision make very quickly.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Utah was all business. He dropped an amazing number of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight?
And the Hawks looking at who they've got. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Kongwu out there with Noel. And it's Young.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the two-game season series from last year.
Yeah, their pride took a hit. I think this game means just a little bit extra because of that.
Bogdanovich is out there. With Butler. Then it's MP. Then it's Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. The Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder. Are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced, it's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. Guys, back to you.
A good partnership. Thanks so much for the report, Allie.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Lose control.
Baseline, melodies, got me in a chokehold. All day, all night, can't we?
Lose control.
Baseline, melodies, got me in a chokehold. All day, all night, can't we?
Lose control.
Feel it in my soul. Equilibrium, little high, little low. I ain't worried about the Wi-Fi code. Living in the moment till I get home. You ain't gotta get too close. Don't come around if you can't take a joke. I ain't tripping if you reach it.
1:27 left in the first half of this one. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
And it
Four stones in the LDs at the bottom. GA certified before I was GIA certified. Mr. M and Cash anytime you see me, you know. Orange Free Records, play a duck to catch a duck, you know. Chicken.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
They've got MP. There's Jackson Davis out there with Butler. Then it's Curry. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. Greg, it was another bucket. Wow!
With 40 points in the game, he has claimed the #2 spot now.
In GA, every game, he has been a huge threat to just explode on the offensive end. What a marvelous year for him.
Looking to answer the three from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Curry finds MP. Outside Bogdanovich. Golden State moving it around.
And Atlanta looking at who they've got. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Okongwu out there with Noel. And it's Young in at the point. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Will it go? Shot clock at 5.
.35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
MP out there with Curry. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Butler. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Warriors' 5.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
For sure, this is a team that feels like they should never be swept in a season series by anyone, but especially when it's one of the heavy hitters from the other conference.
MP getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already got a double-double. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Greetings, everybody. Before we delve into the first half analysis, let's bring you up to speed on the power rankings at this critical stage of the season.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they're the best team in the league, and they know it. When you're the biggest dog, throw that muscle around, keep the rest of the pack in line.
Listen, nobody should be surprised about how they're playing. This team is loaded.
And switching back to discuss that first half of action, MP having himself a game.
Carrying the team at the offensive end, MP is the MVP right now.
Yeah, the scoring, the consistency of effort, no quit. When others are just tired, he's just warming up.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Richard, one thing we see in this league, teams changing coaches much more often than they change the GM.
Yeah, one guy picks the players, the other guy coaches the players. Seems like a shared responsibility, but the job security, well, that's not easy.
You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
On the court right now for the Hawks, the backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. Noel out there with Zachary Risache, and it's Okongwu in a center. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us, an update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Jazz was all business. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Here's Young. The shot will not fall. Good defense by MP.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Daniels passes to Young. To the inside. Okongwu dishes to Young. They need this.
Tight little up fake there. Young using it to create contact, and we know he's a terrific free throw shooter.
The Hawks have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. MP looking around. And Curry has it in the corner. And another assist for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Richard, be honest. Did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
And got it! Another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Hawks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Young. Good defense by MP.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Shots good by Butler.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Young's shot is off.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Alston, good.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Ricochet. He is covered by Bogdanovich. Newell.
And you can tell Ricochet has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. And here's MP.
The Warriors have gotten off to an incredible start in this half. 8 of 8 from the floor. And Stan, you coached a bunch of seasons in the league. What's an issue that you face that maybe the average fan doesn't know?
Well, look, I think the thing that fans really underrate about the game is how intelligent these guys are. So it's not really an issue that I face because
It's off.
Tim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
On the court for Atlanta, filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Risache. Newell out there with Okongwu. And it's Young.
Oh, man! Oh, it is nice to be Young. MP.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And here's Daniels. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. To end the run, Young, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
So it's Atlanta now. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Here's Risache. The Hawks again can't hit.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
Here's Young, and the rejection by MP.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence in this quarter. Nothing on target.
You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we've only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
12 straight points off.
for three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry.
It's probably like a day.
Young with it. And on offense, he's been a force, scoring over 30 a game. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Noel out there with Onyeka-Okongwu. And it's Risache in at the 3 spot.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Jazz was all business. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Thanks as always, Allie. Great report. Yeah, he was unstoppable during...
Here's Young. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, 2 things can happen on that, Kevin. Number 1, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down.
Four stones in the LDs at the bottom. GA certified before I was GIA certified. Mr. Nba2k26, anytime you see me, you know, on
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
They've got Trace Jackson-Davis. Stephen Curry is out there with MP. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Jazz was all business. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we'd only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
Here's Noel. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Outside Young. To snap the cold.
This is not a lie drill. Yeah, this is not a fire drill. The real thing.
Here's Young. Offensively,